Last page of today's notes, and this page is going to cover everything that we learned so far today. So we're going to jump back and forth between the concepts that we learned on each page. So Jackson is buying a $58 pair of shoes. He has a coupon for 40% off, and he also has to pay an 8% sales tax. How much will Jackson pay altogether, rounded to the nearest cent? Okay, so this is the kind of problem where I have to find the discount price first, and then I have to bring that discount price over here to find tax. So if the coupon is 40% off, I know that I would have had to pay 100%, but now it's 40% off, so I have to pay 60%. So that means I have to pay 60% of $58. So 0.6 times 58, that means that the sales price is $34.80. So that's going to be $34.80. Okay, so I'm going to bring that sales price over here, and I'm going to find tax. So for tax, I'm going to have to pay 100% of the sales price and 8% extra. So I'm going to have to pay 108% of this sales price, which is 1.08 times $34.80. 1.08 times 34.8, and I get 37.584. Now my answer should go two numbers after the decimal, and since this is not a 5 or above, I'm not going to give this a shove. So it's going to be $37.58. All right, next problem. Nick bought a jersey for 20% off at a sales price of $45.56. What is the original price of the jersey? This is like what we did on page 20. So the original price is the whole price. That's what we're trying to find. And they gave me the sales price, which is the part of the price that you had to pay because there was a discount. Now, if it's 20% off, that means that there's 80% left on. So we're going to use 80% as my percent. So I'm going to write down part equals percent times whole. The sales price is my part, so it's $45.50 equals 80% of the original price. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 0.80. X equals, so let's see, $45.50, 56 cents, divided by 0.8. I get $56.95. $56.95 is the original price before it went on sale. Hannah and Marisa bought identical shoes at different stores. Hannah's shoes originally cost $65 and were discounted 25%. Marisa's originally cost $75 and were on sale for 30% off the original price. Whose shoes were a better buy? So let's split this paper in half. Let's do Hannah's shoes over here, and let's do Marisa's shoes over here. So Hannah's shoes were originally $65, but they were discounted 25%. So that means that she was going to have to pay 100%, but now they're discounted 25%. So that means she only has to pay 75% of the cost. So we're going to do 0.75 times $65 to see what Hannah has to pay for her shoes. $48.75. So Hannah has to pay $48.75. Now Marisa, on the other hand, her shoes originally cost $75, but they were 30% off. So if they were 30% off, that means she only has to pay 70% of the price. So we're going to do 0.70 times the price of her shoes, which were $75. And let's see how much those cost. So let's see, 0.7 times 75. And that would be $52.50. So whose shoes were the better buy? Hannah, because they're identical shoes, but Hannah's were cheaper. So I'm going to say Hannah's shoes cost less. Now, I didn't ask you this, but what if I said how much less? Then you would have to do what with these two numbers? You'd have to subtract. All right, number 11. Dylan bought a new iPad that was originally priced $199 when he saw that the store was having a 15% off sale. Find the total after the sale and 8% sales tax were applied. So this is one of those times where I'm going to have to find out what is the discount price, and then I'm going to have to apply tax. So it was originally $199, but then it was 15% off. So he was going to have to pay 100%, but it's 15% off. So he only has to pay 85%. So what is 85% of a price that's $1.99? So let's see, 0.85 times $1.99. And that's $169.15. $169.15. Now bring this sales price over here. He is going to have to pay 8% tax. So he's going to have to pay 100% of that price and 8% extra for tax. So he has to pay 108% of that price. So we're going to have to do 1.08 times $169.15. 1.08 times 169.15. So I got 182.682. Now I know money only goes 2 numbers after the decimal, so the answer here is $182.68. And lastly, Ms. Lavorsi wants to buy a book at Barnes & Noble's. The book costs $12.25, but with a membership card, Ms. Lavorsi saves 15%. What is her total after the discount and a tax of 7.5% is applied? So another time where I'm going to have to find the discount price first, and then I'm going to have to find the tax. So the book was $12.25, but she saves 15%. So she was going to have to pay 100% of that price, but she saves 15%. So she only has to pay 85% of that price. So we just have to find out what is 85% of $12.25. So 85% of $12.25 is 10.4125. Okay. 10.4125. Now, do not round this number at this step. Bring the whole number over here and calculate tax. We don't round until we're at the very last step of the problem. So she's going to pay 100% of that price, and she has to pay 7.5% for tax. So that's 107.5%, which if I move the decimal point over, that's 1.075, and we're going to multiply it by $10.4125. So let's see, 1.075 times 10.4125, and I get 11.1934375, which if I look at the 2 numbers behind the decimal, I know that this should be $11.19. All right, those were the notes for today. Thank you. Please see me if you have any questions.